Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I'm Fernando. Here we have Robert. We're the co-founders of the Lucky Dragon project, and this time we're going to address one quite interesting topic. We can see that on our website we have accounts that have a really high performance, and they're labeled as the unlocked accounts. And actually that's one of the membership types, so we are kind of connecting the dots here. So can you tell us a little bit about what unlocked is, or what goes into having an unlocked membership type?
Well, unlocked is basically like having the full membership, but taking the ability to take the risk settings that we worked so hard to build into it, and throwing away the key and letting it run wild. So,
interesting.
Well, normally the risk maximum is 50% on mode 1 and mode 2. With unlocked, there is an override, and you can bet big.
Interesting, but how a person or how a trader or user of Lucky Dragon could decide when to increase the risk or when to decrease it?
Well, we have an unlocked Telegram group, and I'm the guy who's running it, and it's something open to where people can go and give their opinions, because what we're doing is we're looking at the fundamental, the sentiment, the technicals, and deciding how probable the setup is to have a good entry and a good nice take profit. So we're looking, using our experience to kind of gauge, okay, this is a pretty good setup, we don't have any news that's coming up, I think we can go big on this, and looking for a much larger gain than would typically be possible with the full version.
Interesting. So it's basically an access to a trading floor, pretty much, within the trading hours that the system trades on.
Completely. And we're most active between 1 hour before 22 server time. So that would be, when I say active 1 hour before, I mean that the 1 hour candle before Lucky Dragon starts trading, we're going to be doing the analysis and deciding, okay, this is what the setup looks like, and making the decision. Generally speaking, the decision is made 30 minutes to 15 minutes before 2200 hours, and members can choose if they want to follow us, if they want to crank up the risk a little bit or pass, or crank down the risk. I mean, there's times where things aren't looking so good and it's better to use less risk.
Interesting. So what goes into deciding when a good setup is good and when a bad setup is bad to decrease the risk or increase it?
Basically, to use a system properly, you need to understand its strengths and weaknesses. Now, we're always looking at mode 2. Mode 2 is what we're using to kind of overclock the system, so to speak. And mode 2 works really well if the spreads are tight and the volatility isn't too high. If the volatility is really high, mode 2 can be a little bit risky. So that in that case, you'd either turn it off or you would crank down the risk a little bit. So
interesting. And what types of person or which kinds of users you think would benefit the most out of the unlocked version?
People that, one, have a very good broker, and two, have a little bit of time to dedicate each day. It could be 15 minutes to half an hour before the EA starts trading at 2200 hours.
Interesting. So basically having access to an unlocked version is pretty much connecting all the discretion decisions that goes into deciding, or well, actually assessing the sentiment of the market, the technical analysis of the market, and the fundamentals analysis of the markets.
Yes. And
basically plugging all those three things into the automated solution that Lucky Dragon is, basically.
Said it better than I did.
Interesting. So, which just as a last question, which one do you think, or what would you say is the biggest advantage of having access to the unlocked version?
Basically, if you have a little bit of time, if you don't have too much time and you want to set and forget EA, full version is better.
Okay.
If you have time and you like performance, unlocked is your beast.
Interesting. So there we have it, guys. There's all the insider looks at the unlocked version of the Lucky Dragon by, well, the wizard Robert McDonald's here. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you have any questions or if you want us to address any topic regarding the strategy, regarding what goes into the Dragon Slayer group, or pretty much anything that you want to ask us, feel free to reach out to us on the Telegram channels. You can email us at support@luckydragon.ai email address, and we'll be pretty much very happy to help you out. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and man, thanks a lot for answering all these questions.
Not a problem, buddy. Have a good one, guys.